Is it live? Oh my gosh, it looks like it's live. This thing always confuses me because it's backwards. Hey folks, welcome to Lumberjack Logic. I'm your host, Neil Johnson. Please do let me know where you're from as you come in. Let's let this build up for just a couple minutes here, and then I'll get right into it. But chime in with where you're from, and thank you for joining me. I do want to say that. It's going to be pretty short. I've actually got an art show to go to. So if any of you are in Northeast Wisconsin, I'll be up there. So if you get a chance, please come in. I'm gonna hit this banner too to ask people to smash that like as they come in, and then just tell me where you're from. I'm waiting for some comments here, and let's see. I got to get back to the comments. My computer is not. Okay, Eastern Oregon. All right. You got to spell that out. Eastern Oregon. It's like a different state. Kansas City, Travelers Rest, South Carolina, Kentucky. Someone in the house from PA. God, I love Gettysburg out there. Folks, if you haven't been to Gettysburg, I really recommend it. Lodi, California, Central Florida. God, I got a lot of Floridians and Texans. Somebody in the house from Wisconsin. We've got Illinois in the house, Oklahoma, Idaho. I went elk hunting in Idaho last year, Chris. Dallas, Texas, the big city, Omaha, Nebraska, South Carolina, Denmark. Look at that. Someone all the way from Denmark. I find, that's the power of this. I mean, look at this. Ontario, Canada, Petersburg, England, Cherokee County, Georgia, Australia. Oh my word, Australia. Folks, have you seen what's going on in Australia? It's pretty crazy right now. I might have that story up here. I don't know if I do or not. Tennessee, South Carolina, Montreal, Colorado, and so on. Well, thank you again for joining me, folks. I'm going to talk a little bit about mixed messaging, and hey, Colorado's in the house. I'm going to talk about mixed messaging, and there's a couple different mixed messages coming out. El Dorado, California. El Dorado. It's like Desperado, but anyways, I'm just making up a song. Why don't you come to your senses? They have lost their minds in Australia. Folks, I don't know if you've seen what's going on over there in Australia. I have absolutely no idea, but it's nuts. So I'm gonna just go here and start screen sharing, folks. Share this out if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. I am gonna mention too, and I pinned it up at the top, but I do have my new website. Please do go over there and at least enter your email. Just, folks, my promise to you, I'm no good at putting together newsletters anyways. I'm not going to be sending you stuff every day. I just want you to know that. Even when you sign up, I'm not. It's not what I do. I just even getting these videos out is difficult sometimes because I have so much other work to do. But and you've really got to peruse the news to find the good stories, and you got to have your sources and everything. But I just want you to know, you go over there and register your email. I'm not going to be sending you a ton of emails. I don't like that. Just make sure that I'm in your whatever registered users, however you do that in the email, so that it doesn't get blocked when it does come, because it will be a mass email when I send it. So that's that. Please go over there and at least do that. There is some cool merchandise. So here's, my Lumberjack Logic shirt. Okay, so I've got 3 different colors in men's and women's. I don't like putting women in men's shirts. I think it's ridiculous. So anyways, women are beautiful, and the t-shirts that fit women actually look so much better on them. And the same with the hoodies too. So I will show you that real quick as I share the screen. But please do that, and then also follow me on at least one other platform of your choosing. Okay, here's the website for you. Okay, that's what it looks like. And then, there's a big shop now button, or over here, there's some news, some about. I did a little write up on about. Be curious to get your thoughts on that if you want to read that right now. See if it's a good write up. I don't know. I mean, I whipped it together pretty fast, but it's just that's it. Grew up in northern Minnesota hunting, fishing, and being fairly self-sufficient. I don't know why, but for some reason I was always interested in public policy and can still recall Ronald Reagan's election and the failed policies of Jimmy Carter, and I was only 5 years old at the time. In 1984, I witnessed Ronald Reagan winning the largest electoral victory in our nation's history. Now we find ourselves with Joey bribes in the White House, a major crisis at the border, and censorship such as we have never seen. I love this country. I believe in its founding, and I want once again to see an intellectually honest press corps, a curious press corps, folks. So that's that. And then when you go over here to the merchandise, and I was supposed to have hats by the time this started today, so I could show you, but I don't. So you're just left to look at that. But the hats are really cool, and my favorite is actually this one here, which is an olive. I've got some bumper stickers. Following the footsteps of Cat Turd, as it were. And I've got a great tweet from Cat Turd, by the way. It's phenomenal. I'm going to share that with you here in just a second. And I don't know why this isn't coming up, but anyways, it's an olive with black riding hat. So that's what's going on there. If you want to get some of that, it's kind of cool. But you can, right on the home page, there's a spot to register your email. I did put the books on there that my wife and I wrote, and then you can see the ladies, and then there's a 4-item bundle. So anyways, I'm not going to belabor that point, but if you want to get some merchandise, it is there. And I thank you, and my family thanks you if you decide to do something there. So hey, thanks, Madeline. Ordered a baseball cap today. Here's the thing with this. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Madeline. I don't know how long. So, folks, I am so trying to find my way around cancel culture right now, and I don't want to support the people that are just canceling people for their political beliefs. I just don't. I'm not. I just don't want to be a part of it. Unless they're calling for like violent actions and I'm not down with that. Okay. But here's the thing. I set this up. There was a company that printed t-shirts for us on our homeschool co-op. Wonderful people. God bless them. You'd love them. They're great. And they did a great job for us. So what I did was I contacted them, but they're not set up to do this. They're just set up to take one order and then ship it out. Right. So I've been working with them. And so what I'm doing is just taking orders for 10 days. I'm going to order it in mass and then ship it out. Now, if there's so much ordering where I figure, well, we can stock a few items or something, I'll do it. It's just that if you don't order a number, then obviously it becomes more expensive for me to order the stuff. So that's why I'm doing it as a 10-day run here. A couple days have already passed. I guess we're down to about 8 days left. And then, because then I have to order it all and get it shipped out to everybody. So it's going to take a few weeks to get the stuff. I just want you in fair warning on that. It's not going to come overnight. But that's how I'm doing it, because you know what? I know Teespring and some of these others that are really slick. They load right into YouTube and everything. But man, they have canceled people. And folks, we have got to, as conservatives, stick together and find other conservatives we can do business with, or at least companies that are apolitical, who will just not use your money and your talents against you. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, and I hope you can appreciate that. I know it makes it a little more cumbersome, but I think it's important. The guy who built the website, great, he's a conservative. So the guy who's stitching the hats is somebody else, and he's a conservative. And all of that. It's tougher to find an integrated payment processing company. I'm using Square. I don't want to use them. But GabPay is coming out, which will lead me into a whole other discussion. But I just wanted to let you know that, just for the purposes of knowing that. But anyways, I wrote these 2 books here, and it's actually, there's a wrong cover on that, but it's Resorts of Minnesota and Resorts of Wisconsin. And then the 2 children's books my wife wrote. So I'm going to now flip over, okay? Speaking of mixed messaging, okay? Now, this is out of Zero Hedge. If you folks have never been on their site, it's very good. White House Press Secretary, we're not going to lock down our economy or our schools. The U.S. economy isn't going to be locked down. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said, this is not March 2020 or even January 2020. We're not going back. Now, folks, it was leaked out of the White House that they were looking at doing that. I want you to know that. Okay. So obviously they've been doing a little sample polling and finding out, whoa, this is not going to work out for us. So that's why that switch has occurred. Okay. See, here's the thing. I'll give you a quick example of this. I wish those things wouldn't play automatically. When I was working for a company, and now I'm kind of unemployable, but back when I was working for this company, they wanted me to take on the director of sales and marketing position. Okay. So the president of the company has me out in his boat on Lake Minnetonka, which is a big lake down in the Twin Cities here in Minnesota, if you're not familiar with it. And he says, oh, you're going to have to wear shoes. Basically, he was saying I needed to be in the office more. I told him, look, we've got a deal breaker then. I'm not coming in the office. So then he changes to him. But then he ends up having my subordinate send me a message about how I need to be in the office. And so he looked like an idiot because I didn't come in because I wasn't going to, because that's what he agreed to. Anyway, so I did. So obviously Biden focus grouped and poll tested it, and found out that it wasn't going to happen, and he couldn't look like he had no authority. Okay. So going back to this story though, but here's what I want you to catch. Okay. More mixed messaging, despite saying the Biden White House will be led by science and whatever health experts tell them to do. Psaki insists that we're not going to lock down our schools because our country is a much stronger place. And she credits it, of course, to Joey. It's got to be Joey, right? So it's Joey. That's the issue. We've been preparing like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. It's not called Boy Scouts anymore, is it? Right? It can only be called scouting. Anyways, I just digress. I'm sorry. For this moment and potential that there would be ups and downs in our recovery, there would be ups and downs. But she said Biden would support states if they went into that lockdown again. So Fauci said Sunday on ABC that things will get worse, but I don't think we're going to see lockdowns. Biden touted statistics saying over 70% of adults 18 or older have gotten at least one dose, which leads me to cat turd. Oh, hey, before you see, well, here, let me just go down to cat turd first. If you guys don't follow cat turd, he's hilarious. By the way, this is on Gab. Okay. I'm just a dumb turd, but let me do some math. This doctor is warning about this too being worse than the first wave. Okay. They say 70% have been, jabbed in the USA. How is 30% who haven't taken the shot going to cause more deaths than 100% not? Everything they say makes zero sense. Okay, folks, I'm going to tell you, Gab is absolutely fantastic, and I really encourage you to go get on there. I know it's a new platform, but it's really easy to use, and I'm telling you, you can get some amazing news off there. It is completely uncensored, unfiltered, and whatnot. So let's see. Oh, when was that? Okay, so apparently Lynn Wood's over there on Gab now. I don't know Lynn Wood. I don't know too much about him. I know people have a lot of different opinions on him. But here, I want to show you this. I don't even know what Groyper is, but a prominent Groyper influencer. This is from Ben Lorber. Okay, obviously a liberal. A prominent Groyper influencer just joined Republican Hype House, one of TikTok's largest Gen Z conservative platforms, with over 1.2 million followers and 48 million likes. Look at that, folks. I thought all those young folks didn't want anything to do with it. 18-year-old Kai Schwimmer of Salt Lake City now has a large megaphone to rebrand white nationalism for youth audiences. No, it's just America first is inevitable, you dope, it says. So there you go. Okay, now that's off from Gab Forager. So I just, conspiracy theorist, a person that doesn't watch as much TV as you do. So I just love this platform, folks. If you get a chance, go get on there, and I absolutely love it. So, hey, how many of you are on Gab? Let me just see here. Light up the chat here. If you tell me if you're on Gab or not. I'm going to have to go to Twitter here just to get something from CanCon that I think you'll really enjoy. But let me know. I'm in Tennessee, moved back from Florida, brutal, love Texas. Okay, nope. Just trying to see how many people are on Gab. Me, okay, I get Shepherd's grandma, she's on. Okay, who else? Who else is on? Guess I'm go to Gab now. How many new platforms? Yes, no, yes. Okay, Telegram. Hey, by the way, I'm on Telegram too. Folks, take a quick moment, just go to the description below here and just utilize that. And okay, so I'm going to address this real quick. Okay, let's just address this. Okay, still, just anyone. Well, so why are you here? You're using it. But here's the thing: most of you would not know me if I didn't use this platform. Okay, yeah, look at all the folks on Gab. I will tell you this much: they are, whatever we think of them, they're phenomenal at spreading content, and no one is better. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. And I actually spoke with Nick the other day, and he was talking about his struggles now not being on there, and said he was a little bit naive because that's right now, folks. I mean, I'm preparing for the inevitable. Okay, I mean, I am because it just seems like it just keeps getting crazier. But you just Michelle, Gab is not an app. It's been banned off the app stores. You can't use it as an app. Okay, just go to the website gab.com. Okay, but if you go to what was I saying before I got on that? You go down there in the description, you can go to all those like Telegram and whatnot. And so we do need to be prepared, because otherwise what happens, folks, it's like prepping in general, right? You don't need to, you need to have a little bit of stuff around, because what happens if like the food supply is off for a couple weeks and you can't get anything? It just makes good sense. And that's what we're doing here. We're just preparing. So you need to be prepared with other ways to get your information. Okay. So Telegram is great. Gab is great. I love locals. I really do. You know why? I don't have any trolls on locals. Not one. Not one. And I'm going to show you locals here really quick, folks. And just so you know, and the reason I want to show you this, and for those just joining, check it out. You can get some merch. That's on the lumberjacklogicshow.com. Okay. But here, I want to show you this. Okay. He's got so many notifications over here. But this is locals. Now, you can go on locals. You can watch anything I have on there. And I post exclusive content to there. I do post a few supporters only, but I do that very rare. And I've actually explained to my supporters why I do that, because I'm just trying to get information out as best I can, and they've been really supportive. So I do have people who subscribe to me, and I do give them some exclusive content. But I'm talking, when I say locals exclusive, that just means you can go to locals and it's only there. And thank you, yeah, Vicky loves locals. Big chap, good to see you on. Yeah, and you know what? You don't have to buffering. Don't. Yeah, honestly, you do. I'm not telling you to give to me on locals. You go do what you need to do, and I'm serious, folks. I mean, some people are, like I don't want you to give to me if that's a hardship for you. I really don't. I mean, it's not expensive, but I mean, some people are really riding the line. Okay, yeah, I just want to, Kat, I tell you, use it. Follow some good folks. Behizzy's on there, myself, all of it. It just, cat turds on there, all kinds of things. I do post a few. I see the Rumble. I do post a few videos to Rumble. Not as much though. I'm off the grid. I can't get it posted to everything. Okay. But I absolutely, I love it. It's my favorite, actually, my favorite uncensored platform is video. He is not doing videos over there, but he is posting content. Okay. And I see his stuff on there. And so I just want to get that out to you. That's where if you want my content that I can't post over here, that's where you go. It's to locals. That's where I'm putting that stuff up. And then I do post occasionally separate videos to Odyssey as well, especially when it's like a call to action, like if it was dealing with the political prisoners. And by the way, folks, I do have Louis Gohmert coming on Monday night. I know I've been talking about that. So again, locals is free, Cindy. There's nothing too expensive about locals. It is free, all free. I'm going to do a couple lives over there. They've given me live capabilities too. But the thing I want to mention there is, I like if there's a call to action, I did that with Rumble too, where we really need to make some phone calls and do some different things. I'll try and get some of those up on those other platforms. That type of thing. But information is more important. And, exactly what Truth Matters says is it here, folks. So, Hippie Dippy Cali girl, I know you're on Locals, so don't worry about Odyssey. Locals is very committed to non-censorship because, oh, look at this. Cool. Thanks, Denise. So yeah, those links are below. I just want to make sure we're covering that. Also, here's one of my shirts, just so you can see. I just put the logo on there. I'll come out with probably more in the future. I so wish, folks. I really, because I really do. I have found YouTube to be the best platform in terms of playing video, uploading, all that. It just is what it is. I mean, I wish it wasn't this way, but here, this is what's really cool, folks. Check this out from CanCon. Okay, this guy really was on fire with this. Okay, he's going to be out in South Dakota all next week, covering the Cyber Symposium out there and live streaming daily and nightly. So, and he is going to be right there on Local, so you can see his stuff, folks. I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to be great. I mean, he can't be over here, so that's what it is. And here we go. Fancy party tents for the leftist elite versus dangerous tent cities leftist policies create. Look at that. There's the mixed messaging. Rules for thee over here, but not for me. Rules for thee, but not for me. Okay? Yeah, so here it is. I did a video on this earlier today. I encourage you to share that with all those Obama lovers so they can know what a fraud he is. So, seriously. Let's see. And so that's going to be a big thing going on out there, and I will not be there. I've got it's art shows every weekend for me in the summer. That's how I make my money. So thank you. Look at all you folks. Oh, you people are so great. And I will do what I can on YouTube. And folks, I cannot. I will not. I'm not going to go on some kamikaze mission here. So if I'm not going to talk about certain things here, I'm sorry. And people say, "Oh, you need to talk about this," and no, you need to go elsewhere. I guess I can just COVID doesn't enter tents. So I just want you to be aware of that. So again, this was going to be a quick one, but I just want to share. This is the messaging right now out of the White House. The rules for me, but not for thee. Okay, the whole idea that we're going to lock down, we're not going to lock down. And the thing about it is, all of this stuff, if they were consistent, but they're not. And, the frustrating thing is our press is so incurious that they seem to get away with it amongst a lot of folks. Well, especially the crowd that watches, CNN, obviously they're going to get away with it, or MSNBC, because they're not going to cover anything. So anyways, folks, this was just quick. I've got to get out to an art show. If any of you happen to be in Northeast Wisconsin, I'll be in Boulder Junction. Come visit me there. It's going to be great. And so let's see. And how they can, let's see. Yeah, look at that. This person doesn't really have anything great to say at all. Here, watch this. I'll just pull that out. I mean, so this is the thing. I think this is like when we go to bots and trolls and, people that act like, and I did a video on that the other day, folks, and I want to bring that stuff to the forefront because, the thing of it is that, how do I want to say this? We have people who will act like they are serving our best interests and aren't, and then they'll act like they're, part of the thing, and they're just not. And so, those people, folks, just ignore them. And no, of course, everybody out there who's a creator, wants to make a living. Obviously, that goes without saying. But it is what it is. Some people will. Here, I'm going to do something, guys. Check this out. This will be so much fun. I'm going to go here. Oh, no, not that one. No. I'm going to go here. And, oh, no, here. I can do it right here. Watch this. There. Now we won't see his comments anymore. So that was. Anyways, folks, I just, anybody who tells you that they don't need to make a living is a liar. That's how that is. So, folks, I love y'all. You're great people. And I thank you for all that you do and all that you are. And there, I'll go like that. And then I'm just going to say a couple more things to you before we close this out. And I'll remove this. So that's come out in the last week. I did a video on AZ if you hadn't seen that. It's there has been so much going on, and I guess one of my listeners did this the other day, so I'm going to do it too because I feel compelled to pray here. Lord, I just pray right now in the mighty name of Jesus that all of us that are going through things, Lord, that you would come and minister to us, minister to our spirit, but also, Lord, that you would watch over our great nation. Lord, I pray. I know we are not worthy. But we need you, and we need your help, and we need your hope. We need your healing. So, God, we just ask in the mighty name of Jesus, our Lord, that you restore our republic, because we know only you can. In Jesus' name, amen. So, anyhow, I love y'all. Thank you so very, very much. And y'all have a great day. It gets tough sometimes. The news can get discouraging, but we press on. All right. I love y'all.